Shut up. Just shut up. So, you like to travel a lot?
I like to travel.
What's your favorite place you ever been?
Well, that's bad. I just left the country for the first time recently, but I've only been to Mexico, so. But I feel cheesy if I say somewhere that's in the States, because that's otherwise the only places
That's
I've
okay,
been.
though. I mean, that's actually somewhere that you love to be. Is it
All right, then I'm not going to cuss. I really like Utah. Utah is very beautiful.
Utah.
Like all the places you can drive, and like there's like in a 3-hour span, there's like 5 parks that you can go to from like Zion's Bryce, and it's very orange.
You don't want to see those arches?
You don't. Their alcohol laws aren't in our favor though for if you drink. So.
I got some crazy tour stories from Utah. There's some wild people out there.
Utah's all yeah. I do the nature part of Utah, but I found out that liquor stores are closed on 4th of July, and that was after the lady had been seeing us like every day, so she clearly should have known we, one, probably had a drink problem, but 2, that we care if it's closed the next day. Yeah. She didn't tell us, so we drove to Colorado for that.
Utah.
Oh man. So all right. Hold on. Because we love to travel, and we back in the States right now, ain't that right?
Yeah.
We back in the States?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And guess who else back in the States with us?
Tell me who.
We got the one, the only OG in the streets. The guy that really puts together events to make sure the community is still strong. And I have so much to learn from this motherfucker. Bleep that out. This is Shut Up and Listen. My name is CHRVNS.
My name is Morgan.
And today we bring to you Mostafa.
What's happening?
What's good?
Hey, it's good to be back.
All right. So we already started, bro. Like, Utah?
Utah.
Because you just went on tour. You just did your whole thing. Because how many months? You been like 1 or 2 months?
On tour?
No, you just got back. Like you moved to
I've been
Egypt,
here like 2.5 months.
2.5 months. You
yeah.
went on tour, came back straight to tour. And it was like how many dates?
25. Something like that.
That's what you call endurance.
I can't remember.
That's
such endurance.
That's endurance. But all right, let's Utah. Just tell us what's going on.
All right, so it's one time in Utah, right? What had happened was we were kicking it with these girls after the show. They said, "Come stay with us. Come kick it with us." We went to their house. It was a Friday the 13th, super moon, some weird things going on.
Energy was strong.
Yeah, and there's a cemetery right next to their house, so they were like, "We're gonna go to the cemetery and do a seance."
Nope.
We should have said no, but the homie I was with,
that's the beginning of every movie. You say no.
He said, "Let's go," and because he wanted to kick it with these girls, so I was like, "All right." So I followed along. We're walking into the cemetery to do the seance, and just out of nowhere, from somewhere in the cemetery, you hear this like blood curdling scream. I don't know what was going on.
Seance was already done.
Me and the homie said no. That's when we said no. We turned around. We ran out of there. It was bad. It was weird.
Where in Utah did you go?
That was Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake?
We usually go to Salt Lake City. That's like the
That's
one
where
spot.
there's
Yeah.
things to actually do.
Wait, pause, y'all really y'all almost went for it. Like, bruh.
Hey,
they
it
said
wasn't me.
cemetery is nighttime.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
A seance.
Yeah. I said no initially, but the homie talked me into it.
He said, "I'm gonna fuck."
Yeah, he was trying to do something.
He was
Trying to find out what Utah's about.
He was hungry.
He's hungry.
Thirsty, I guess.
A lot of hippies in Utah too. We've been to some weird hippie drum circle parties after shows there too.
Utah's
It's a place.
It's a place for sure.
Yeah.
Nature's beautiful.
No disrespect to Utah. I will be back. I still love
No
y'all.
disrespect to hippies, bro, because that's that life that you
Yeah.
We're just speaking matter of factly.
I might be out there one day.
So you've been here for a while, and now you're gonna be leaving us again soon.
Yeah.
But so you brought all the people together here, and now you live in Egypt. How has that transition been?
To living in Egypt?
Just to go from
How long were you in Bellingham?
yeah.
A long time. Well, we moved here when I was 14. And then once I hit a certain age, I was gone like all the time on tour though. But I was based out of here. This was home base for a long time.
Because you've brought in like so many people together, so to have such like a core group, have you been able to It's like a movie theater. You're supposed to be.
My bad.
First of all, bro, pause. What kind of notification sound was that?
That was my alarm. It's time to wake up.
That would not wake me up. That would just keep me slumped.
It wake me
If
up.
you woke up then, you'd be
said,
very late for what we're doing.
Oh.
But I guess my question is, have you been able to get that core like music group since being moved?
Like over there?
Yeah.
I have met some amazing people over there. I don't have a core group necessarily just yet, but I ended up meeting this amazing artist called, his name's Pico. He go by Oracle Ostra on Instagram. Super dope. He does a lot of album art for a lot of like the top artists, and he works out of a music studio there where a lot of the artists go. So through that, I've been able to meet a lot of artists and network and do all that. So that's been really cool. But it's still new because I haven't been there long enough to really like get known or do anything like that. So still working on it.
It's a quiet kid in the room, just kind of absorbing, you know what I'm saying, just learning right now. And then
I'm
that
just
one
learning.
moment you say, hold on, bro.
I'm still brushing up. I'm relearning my Arabic too because I speak it fluently, but I speak it fluently in a weird way because I learned.
That's it.
Yeah, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Because like the dialect that, like even like the region that your family may be from. Because every time I go to Germany, I go to a different city. They say I talk Hessisch. So that's like Marburg area, like just where my family's actually from. And like, dope, we can hear your accent. You also there's certain like slang, just like slang like we have in the States. You have certain things that you thought were just like regular. Nah, that's just for that region.
Slang, that's the big one. Like the slang changed a lot since I was over there.
With every language though too.
Yep.
You gotta get brushed up. So speaking of that, though, you have the song that you recently put out. I don't know if recent is the recent enough.
Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah.
That's recent. That's recent.
Yeah.
Do you?
It's 1 month old.
Yeah.
Is your phone? We're gonna.
Watch you chillin' with some of the homies, ain't even that real shit. All of my brothers is down to get militant. If it come down to it, ready to go. Mama, we made it all fine. This ain't a game. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mostafa. LBOL. Check the album, Little Bit of Love Goes a Long Way. Follow Mostafa.com. Check it, yo. Smooth as butter, brother, about to build it up better than let it all fall apart. Pick up the pieces and put them together like puzzles, I bet that they call it art. How we been dealing with all of that struggle to get up again, that's a lot of hard. Hoping my people will be there the minute I'm needing a friend, and they always are. Watch you chillin' with some of the homies, ain't even that real shit. All of my brothers is down to get militant. If it come down to it, ready to kill it. Shit, I've been a victim and I've been a villain. Just check who we dealing with, don't even try. Ain't got the time, we didn't come to divide. Love me and stay on my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, now you know. We in the building. Mostafa, my boy.
What's happening?
So much to learn from you, man. Genuinely.
Like
I would-
what?
Just all right. So we talking about like core group friend, like core friend group, right?
Yep.
When you was coming up, first starting to do shows out here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you recall your first show out here?
Yeah, it was a place called Hot Shots. I just set it up myself. I think I might have been the only artist on it, even. But,
Wait, pause. Tell me when.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Open it up.
it wasn't so to me. I hadn't met no MCs. I hadn't met no artists. I didn't know anybody else was doing what I did out here. I didn't think there was a scene, but I wanted to do it. So I was just trying to start a scene by myself, type of thing. So I reached out to this venue called Hot Shots. I said, "Hey, can I do a show?" They said, "Yeah." Then I reached out to a homegirl to do a poster for the show. Then I did the show, and it was terrible. a lot of people came. It was a good turnout, but I mean, I was terrible. That's what happened.
It
First
happens,
show,
though.
you know? Yeah.
I've had terrible shows too, where I just butcher, I forget lines. It happens.
Yeah.
But all right, so from there, doing all that's wild too, though, just all by yourself. So then, slowly but surely, you start finding the integrating with the community. You find your people.
Yeah. And I should say that's community as far as local. I was working with a couple of producers, Deep Lemon and Sea Legs.
Sea Legs, hey, my boy.
Yeah, but they weren't local. I moved Sea Legs
He was
up
in
here.
Seattle, huh?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I made him come.
Hey, shout out C-Leg. Hey, bro, I ain't seen you in forever, man. Call me, man. Hope the family doing okay, man. We love you. But all right, so with that, then you find the core group over the time from like whenever that was to like before you moved. How did you see things change? How do you see things evolve? What is your perception on it? Because I'm just I'm just curious.
The local scene?
Local scene, how people work together, how things like outer forces came to interpret and like kind of just.
So when I was coming up, I will say in high school, I was like just battling kids in the parking lot. That's what we did.
He was a battle rapper. I can see that.
Freestyle battle, but
yeah, I know. I can see that for sure.
But and then there was a little bit of a scene there. There were some older kids that had like created a scene, and it was I-5, the productionists and people like that, and they were really dope. And I was trying to get in with them, and I did at one point. But they were like the older kids, you know what I mean? So they were kind of like, nah, get out of here, kid. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to create my own. And then over time, I've seen like, I learned about the Sunday Cypher, which had already existed.
The jungle Crew, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when I first moved here. That was still going.
So there was a lot going on. I just hadn't, like, I wasn't hip to it. I didn't know about it. Nobody told me about it. I couldn't never, like, they weren't doing shows necessarily. You know what I mean?
Everybody just comes together on a Sunday and literally just like, somebody play a beat, everybody just rap.
Yeah. So I met those cats and then started doing shows with all of them, and that's kind of where the scene came in. So that changed things for me, and that was super dope. And then over time, like all those cats, they stopped, they quit, they're gone, moved away, whatever they did. And then a new scene popped up, but it was a long, like, dead space in between where there was just nothing going on. And I kept
what years would you say that was?
I don't know. I'm real bad.
It was all a blur. It was all a dream.
I'm real bad with timing. Like, I'll say something happened at this time, and it was actually like way, you know what I mean? I'm bad with that.
You said everything just happened at the same time.
I just know the sequence of events. I don't know the year. But and then that dead space, I was trying to build something. I was like setting up weeklies or monthlies or whatever, trying to like find MCs and get them out. I talked a couple of homies into rapping again when they had not rapped since high school or something. I gave one homie Pro Tools and was like, nah, you got to rap. We need more rappers.
Yeah, I give him dogs to mad homies for sure.
Yeah. And then the new scene popped up, and that's super dope to see. It's a lot of dope cats, a lot of cool things going on, and it's a lot more like there's a lot more togetherness rather than competition, and rather than like cats throwing shade on cats for getting opportunities. It's everybody like lifting each other up, which wasn't what it was like when I was coming up.
Though, because people get so mad when one person gets like a good. It's like, nah, bro. But you know what? Nah, if I do that,
yeah.
It happens so much.
Yeah.
But I guess I moved here. That's what I had enjoyed. It was like a.
Yeah, that's what
It was different. It was different because also out there, I wasn't necessarily into. I wasn't even 21 yet, so I couldn't even get into that type of like atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I may have missed that opportunity, but from what the opportunities were, the people that were up.
Yep.
That was it.
Yep. That's what it was like that here too, and it was like I started touring a lot, and it was a lot of the local politics and things that was trash. It was like I was gone and I'd be on the road and somebody here would start like spreading rumors or saying bad things about me that wasn't true just because they was mad that I was doing what they wanted to do. You know what I mean?
And you weren't there to defend yourself.
So then I come back and my local crowd all of a sudden just dropped off because everybody's like, oh, he did what to you? It ain't even happened. You know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy now though?
Huh.
Social media.
Yeah.
You can either have something like that happen like in a blunt, but also you have the opportunity to stay connected while you're away or while anything like that's going.
Yeah, but people also don't talk to me, and I don't know why. I heard I'm unapproachable. That's what they said. I don't know why. I'm friendly. Come talk to me.
Bro.
If somebody's saying something about me, come tell me, please.
He is approachable.
Yeah.
He tried to fight me one time. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna spread the rumors here now. And so with that, for all of that you're able to make happen here and then going on tour, so far, what has been the highlight for you in your career? Like, what was that one show or that one experience that...
Ooh, I don't know. There's a lot of good times, a lot of highlights, a lot of things that stand out.
Top 2 right now.
Top 2?
Right now. Go.
Top 2, first time my son caught me at a show, first time my mama caught me at a show.
Blam.
Those are the top 2.
See? All right, now what shows were those?
My mama caught me in San Jose on tour with Gift of Gab from Black Alicious.
That's hard.
I love Gift of.
My son caught me at I think it was Downtown Sounds was the first one that he saw me at.
Oh, the recent one?
Nah, a long time ago.
You did multiple?
Oh yeah, I did a few
Nah,
of
I'm
those.
hating on you.
All right.
Hey, Downtown Bellingham partnership. Talk to me, man,
I was like, we've
please.
seen him do the downtown.
I know, yeah, but I didn't know he did one before that.
Oh.
I will say the first time I met your son was Lawn Fest. Like the Western thing, the Western Lawn Fest that they do.
Yeah,
you remember?
yeah.
And it was just like who was performing? Was it Soul? It was some. Was it Soul?
Yeah, I think so.
It was Soul. And then so we was just kind of chilling. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is my son." He was like, "What's up, bro?" And now I was like, "Yo," it was such a genuine moment. It felt good. I will never forget that.
I just met Saul for the first time. Was kicking it with him down in Seattle. I was telling him about that because that was my son's first like rap show that wasn't me.
Yeah.
And he was real excited about it, and he made me stand in line for like an hour and a half so he could get a picture with someone. I was real mad about it.
That's beautiful, though. We'll be right back after these messages.
This episode is brought to you by Black Noise Records, located downtown off Bay Street. They pay top prices for records in Bellingham and the greater Bellingham area, cash and store credit. Go get 10% off your next record purchase when you tell the cashier you've listened to Shut Up and Listen podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Binary Recording Studios, located where? Right here in Whatcom County. Binary has been in business for 1, 2, 3, I don't even know how long, but they are offering the best and the best and the best of the best video and audio production. So if you're a band and you're looking to record an album, or if you have any other audio recording needs, Binary Recording Studio is going to be where you need to go. My boy Bob, he will set you up. He will make sure that you are set up for what? Success. He gonna make sure that you are good to go. And welcome back. But now look at it though. Bellingham exit coming up, and guess what? All on it.
All on it.
All on it.
Yep.
Yeah, because this is going to be coming out like the week before. So tell the people where you're going to be for Bellingham Exit.
For Bellingham Exit, I will be at the Wild Buffalo October 11th with the Far Side. And then I'll be at Culture Cafe on the 13th with Pascal, Daily D.
Daily D's get back?
Yeah, they're going to do it. Yeah.
All right.
And you gonna hop on it too, but you said don't put your name on the flyer. Is that
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
All right, never mind. We can edit that part out. And then DJ Big Rez will be on it, holding it down all night too.
That's a classic night right there. But first of all, Deadly D, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember the first show that I DJ'd for Pascal, and Pascal was like on the same bill as them. You remember when they live over there?
Shanty. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after a show, everybody go there.
Yeah.
Bro, that was the wildest thing. I remember going to like their studio and just like kind of kicking there, showing me things they was working on, and just vibing. Dog, that was such a fun night. It was just literally just.
It was always
went
a
from
fun night over there.
Performing to like it was a party for like, well, I guess for my experience for like 20, 30 minutes. And then it became studio time immediately.
Yep.
And that was so dope, bro.
In my experience with it, it was Stevie B trying to battle me all night.
I can see that.
Every time. Yeah. But it was
Stevie,
super,
relax, right?
That's one thing I think Deadly D was always really, really good at, aside from the music, because they are dope. But they would also like get community involved in a way where they'd be like, yo, we all going to the spot after this, let's all kick it, let's all party. Like, people would go to Deadly D shows like sometimes just so they could get to the after party, you know what I mean?
That was a beautiful moment too. I was still young too, so I wasn't even in that like crowd, but I got the, you know, you pull up, you got to pass, you know what I'm saying? That was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, my advertisement fell.
It's all right, it's okay.
So right now, let's talk about plans. You've had a rollout of singles over the past year.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Also, thank you for having me a part of that. Appreciate that.
You was the first one. You started it.
I will never forget. I'm bar backing at the Wild Buff. Jizz's during the Jizz show. He said, "Hey yo," and then Crevice made this one. And I remember like a couple friends like looking like, I was like, "Wait, hold on, yes."
Yeah.
That was such a good feeling. But yeah, so with the rollout of all the singles, you basically just you have a vault. I feel like you're just kind of like, it's time to let these go.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I wanted to get the old out so I could start on the new and move.
Have you started
forward.
on it, or are you still like?
I
Kind of
have. I'm currently working on an album with OG Neeks, which I'm really excited about. I've never worked with him, but he is super dope. So.
All right, I'm gonna stop acting like I don't know, bro. That Ramble Tamble, because you were throwing a weekly event there.
Yeah.
That one night you took me outside. He was like, "No, but bro, you gotta hear this." He had just written the whole song to one of the tracks.
One of the beats from OG Neeks.
The imagery, the storytelling, the inflection in your voice of how you presented it right then and there. I can't wait to hear it on record and how you do that.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I did something that I don't usually do, which is I talked about old Mo, which was. There was some grimy things going on, some things that I shouldn't have been involved in that I was involved in. So I tell a little bit of that side of the story. But yeah, it felt good to just like rap like that again. It's been a while.
It feels good because you barred up. It's like, hold on, like, no, snap though. You got it.
I don't know about that.
He said.
Yeah, you know about that. Yeah, that's show out your.
And then speaking of the Ramble Tamble, the Elevator Club, you've been working. Like every Tuesday, it's been local hip hop and the local artist.
Yeah.
And just big love for that even happening, and Ramble Tamble for giving the space to
Shout out Tom.
Present those artists. How has that been going? And was it just something you already wanted to start to do, or
how'd you run into Tom?
Yeah, how did that kind of all happen?
So I ran into Tom because Jesse, I don't know his last name for sure. But this dude Jesse that I know from around town that I've known for a while, I've had a lot of interactions with. He DJ around town and stuff. He said, "Hey, there's this new bar that opened up. I recommended you to do some things over there. You should go talk to him." So I went and talked to him, and I said, "Hey, I'm trying to like put together a weekly," which I had already intended on trying to do, because to me, in Bellingham, just having a spot for hip hop that, number one, touring artists can hit, and number two, the community just stays active and keeps getting together every week and building with each other, is something that has always been really helpful for me. Like I said, I ran into the Sunday Cypher, and that was beautiful, and that was great. And then after that, I started touring, and being able to like trade shows with people on the road or things like that was always really helpful, and being able to get out there and accomplish what I needed to accomplish. So I wanted something like that to be in Bellingham for like all artists in Bellingham. You know what I mean?
When we think of community, you always think of like the small.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to set something up like that in Bellingham that people would have, that would like kind of create that space and create those opportunities and things like that. So I talked to Tom, and he was all about it. He said, "Hell yeah." So we set it up, and it's been going great. We've had mostly Black Noise Records artists on it so far, which to me is like the illest thing happening in Bellingham right now. So it's super dope to start it off with them.
Of them boys.
Yep.
Yeah. You're proud of it.
And
Shout out Black Noise one time.
And we've got a couple of artists coming up that are super dope that I'm really excited about. The Rhetorician, I believe, is next.
Yep.
Got Dank Zavala's on there.
Thanks Zavala,
yeah,
shout out Mount Vernon one time. Yeah. Run Skagit, baby, let's go. That boy is all love.
Yep. So yeah, it's exciting. It's cool to see it. I'm excited to see what happens to it after I leave and see where it goes. You know,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Torch.
Yeah, pass the torch. Yeah, I'm gonna let you take it over. You ready?
I'll do my best.
You got it. You're gonna be better at it than me. I bet you. You're a people person.
Yeah, but I gotta finish.
You're a people person when you put you in around the people.
Yeah.
I know what? I want to set the record straight.
Okay.
I'm a people person, but not really. Like
He's a people person. He is a people person.
I like to be by myself, and I like to recharge. I like that. But yeah, so if I see people, I'm gonna turn out. I'm gonna make sure everybody having a good time. Make sure everybody's chilling.
Yeah, which you're real good at, which makes people want to be around you, is what I'm saying about people
Sometimes
person.
I don't want to be around nobody.
Well, then cancel the event that week. Be like, sorry, we're gonna do it next week instead. There you go. You in charge. Do whatever you want.
You said, hold on.
This is your world.
Postpone.
We're just all in it.
But no, it's yeah. I love life, but sometimes we all gotta recharge.
Yeah, we do. I feel that. I know it probably get real draining being out there and having to put on that, like, pull up with the energy and bring the energy. Sometimes you even just creating the energy out of nothing. It's a lot.
Straight out of thin air.
Yep.
I'm a magician, bro. I'm a wizard.
You're
We
right.
all wizards, bro. We all got magic powers, bro.
I didn't pass my test. I'm just a magician. So I guess you even kind of touched base on that because one of my other questions is for the scene that is local and the people you do know, like for who's up and coming, who's inspiring you out of the new group that's coming up.
Pretty much everybody on Black Noise Records, CHRVNS, Cash McClain, Rhetorician, everybody. OG Neeks, obviously, because I'm working with him now.
Hey,
So.
Nico has he's so knowledgeable when it comes to music,
Yeah.
as well as he's just
He's
dope.
a swell guy.
He's
I
dope.
love him.
Also, did you know he was a punk kid back in the day?
Yeah,
Yep.
I
And it
watched.
makes so much more sense.
I learned that because I watched Shut Up and Listen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I found out.
Hey, see, that's it. You watch and learn. Shut up and listen, you learn. But now, I will never forget the story. I forget, it was like a recent show that they went to. He was with some homies, and he was like, hold this. And he literally runs, steps on some person, and just goes, boom, and like jumps into the crowd. And I can see it. I know it's Nico like to the T, and I think it was a Turnstile show. So
It was
it was Turnstile. Yeah, he
Or
said, "No,
even
hold this."
he did the-
and just went in. I was like, "Bro, I need to go to one of these shows with Nico because I would do that shit with him. I would just go."
He's such a quiet guy, but you put him in any punk show, and that's when all of it lets loose.
So that's his sweet spot. That's where he gets to be free.
Cash did say you don't want to be standing next to him in the mosh pit, so.
I also Pascal, really inspiring. I don't know. There's a lot. There's too many to name. I don't want to keep naming people and end up leaving somebody
All right,
out.
do it. Shout out list. Go fast. Go ahead. Run it right now.
I'm not doing that.
He said I'm doing it.
So you leave somebody out, they gonna get mad.
It's a lot, but it's a lot going on in the local scene that inspires me a lot, which is super dope because that was lacking for a while there, and it's good to see it back. And it's good to be inspired by people that like I can connect with on a personal level too, you know.
And
Absolutely.
I just want to close this out because I know we all got lives and whatnot, and if we gonna sing a little karaoke tonight. But I do want to give you your flowers as well because I know not a lot of the younger rappers that are just younger performers that are coming up. They don't realize what you have done or the kind of guidance you have given to others, as well like just my generation, like the people that I've come up with. Mm-hmm. You've done so much.
And still doing.
I appreciate
And still doing to this day, and also just showing the respects, but also like we can watch you and we can follow some of your footsteps because we're not the same person as you, but
Right.
you have set good examples. You have also given me very good advice. I will never forget the first day I ever came to your apartment. We was working on a couple of songs, and you gave me an Excel sheet of every every tour you've been on. You was like, okay, this the green code is that you can do that, you can stay here, this, and then that's game that is usually withheld, and it's all love that you actually just look out for.
Well,
others.
it should be all love. Hip hop always been real community for me personally, and
but also competitive community because you don't want to. You gotta be the most.
yeah, well,
But also you still help your brother. You still help everybody.
I think it should be competitive in what we create, not what
Sportsmanship.
we do.
Sportsmanship, yes.
Like if somebody on, then anybody else that want to be on should be on. Like it's not like gatekeeping ain't
It's
really.
not gatekeeping, but you also have to be. You do it in a way of like, all right, so I've done this, so I'm gonna give you the keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do it though.
If you're not having to
You
compete,
can't just be like, I said.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna do it for you,
Yeah,
but
you
I'll
can't
give
do
you
it
all
for
the
you. You give
info
the keys.
that I gathered.
And we appreciate you
do your thing.
giving the keys, because goddamn, you got the whole janitor ring, bro.
Yeah, I did do that.
even honestly, like even like you, this isn't your base anymore. Like you came to visit us back in Bellingham, but you live somewhere else, and to still come here and think of some way that you can uplift the community and doing Elevator Club and doing like on Wednesdays, like you still very much are a part of the
Wu-Tang Wednesdays?
community. About the
I'm
community.
so glad I got a sticker.
But yeah, you're still about the community, and that where community is where you are, and that's a special thing.
Well, I'm always gonna have ties to Bellingham. It's always gonna be like my second home base at the very least. I got my son here. I lay down roots here. Like I can't ever stay away. You know.
They say when you drink the tap water in Bellingham, you always come back.
That's facts.
Is that what did it? Damn.
That's
It
what they
is.
said to me, bro.
got
And I
me.
was like, damn, you kind of might be right, bro.
The funniest part, this gets mentioned, I think, on every single podcast, but it's just so true. The first time I started moving, I was going through California, like moving to Utah, and I was like, I gotta buy a bottle of water. What is this? I was like, it's not the same. Washington's water,
Yeah.
chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Either way, I see you in Egypt,
Can't wait.
2024.
Can't wait. I'll be there waiting.
Take us away, Morgan.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can, all platforms, there's so much merch you can get as well. Keep your eyes open for what Mostafa's doing, you know? See, look at that. Beautiful. And we want to thank him as well just for coming on our podcast. The sneak peek information is that it never came out, but he was one of our very first interviews. And so big love for even coming back to talk to us again.
A lot of heart.
Thank you for having me back. I'll do it anytime. It's a great time kicking it with y'all.
Also, we're going back to college.
And for us, you can subscribe to us on anything that a podcast is on. You can YouTube. We have go to shutupbeham.com and you can see everything that is happening from reviews to shows that are happening or the most recent episode. And our very special one thanks to our drink sponsors, Lost Giants and Men's Brewing, for letting us drink their amazing drinks while we record our podcast.
Go support your local businesses. Go check out their breweries. Very comfortable and safe spots, and also just delicious.
Delicious. And then we also got to make sure we shout out our team that we have. Shut Up and Listen is produced by Rocket Soul Studios and recorded at Binary Recording Studio.
Bob.
So shout out Jim and Bob who are here because AJ called out. So
AJ, we love you, family. Don't get mad at me when I call out.
and that's a wrap.
Thank you. Shut up and listen, bitch.